Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. You join me today for another episode of An Englishman Abroad, where I'm currently out in Indonesia managing Sulut United. So in the last episode we qualified for our first ever Champions League final at Sulut United. The first time that we will be in that Asian Champions League final. Very exciting time for the club, and we have been performing well in the league since you've been away too. In today's episode we are going to be playing against Bali United in the first leg of the Indonesian Cup semi-final, I think. Let me just double check the schedule. Yeah, semi-final of the Indonesian Cup. So before we go through what you can see on screen at the moment, please don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button to help the channel out. If you've already done that, let's just get straight on into it. So since you were last with us, we lost that 1-0 game to John Book in the away leg of the Champions League. We then came back home and went on the road to PSCS and won 7-1, with Ahmed Meyer getting 4 goals in that game, Mwanto, Matthias Firmino and Amri getting the other goals. We then qualified for this semi-final by beating PSBI 5-2 in the second leg on the road. Also, goals from Hamid, Amri and Prosecco. And then we also beat Pasela 3-0 in Liga 1 with an own goal, Prosecco and Meyer getting the goals in that game. So a quick look at the league table will show us that we are now 5 points clear with 2 games in hand still, and our goal difference is at 59, which is very impressive. So with everybody caught up to date, let's have a little look at the team that is going to be playing against Bali United in this first leg of the semi-final. So we've got Francisco in goal, Eka, Ardancia, Quintana and Saputra at the back. Huda, Wadi and Matthias Firmino will be playing in the midfield, with Hamid playing behind Maya and Amri. So then, let's see what happens. Can we take the steps to another Indonesian Cup final? So here we go then, off and running against Bali United, and hopefully we're going to start this game off on the front foot. We have got a highlight early with Francisco to Quintana, plays it out to Saputro, cuts the ball into the middle. Hamid is going to move forwards. He has a shot from distance. Would never not encourage players to shoot, but if it's going to be that bad, he may as well have laid the ball off, as the shot was pretty tame. But we do have another chance here as Amri gets the ball, but he's dispossessed, and Bali United are going to start playing out from the back. Really need somebody to go and close them down. It's not happening, and the ball goes in behind. They've hit the post, stays alive, and then Ardancia deals with it by kicking it straight out of play. And that was a dangerous move there. And they've had another chance here with a free kick that comes in, and Francisco comes and claims the ball. He then humps the ball upfield. Amri gets it. Maya is in. And he takes 2 attempts, but he scores his 44th goal of the season, and that is amazing. So Amri, with the intelligent pass, splits the defenders. He looked offside, really. And then the defender blocks the first shot, bounces off him, falls nicely, and he left-footed lashes it past the goalkeeper to make it 1-0 after 20 minutes. And that is the perfect start that we were looking for, as the ball is thrown in, goes to Wadi, and Eka's had a shot there from distance, and that wasn't far away. Again, won't discourage people from having a shot, but I'd like them to work the keeper, but that was a fantastic piece of play. And then Eka more than makes up for the shot with the ball to Amri, gets him 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. So Ardancia plays it to Eka, plays it over the top. Amri with the great first touch to take it out of his feet, and then he beats the goalkeeper who goes to ground early to give us a 2-0 lead, and that is a brilliant piece of play. So Bali now trying to play their way back into the game, but Huda picks the ball up, comes down to Amri, tries to find Firmino, instead he finds Maya, and Maya has got his 45th goal and his second of the game. And it does say at the bottom there it was an error from one of the Bali United players, and that it was. So the guys tried to cut the ball out to Firmino. He's only rolled it into the path of Maya, and he has tucked it away to give us a 3-0 lead after half an hour of this game. And it looks pretty much like it's game over already. And it is now. Anga Amri makes it 4-0 Free kick was from Huda, I think. Goalkeeper actually makes a really good save, pushes the ball away, but only into the path of Amri, who gets there first, smashes it back past him, and makes it 4-0. And we are looking good to make another final of the Indonesian Cup. We're still on the attack as Firmino's in the box. He lays it up to Hamid. Hamid has the shot straight at the goalkeeper, and the ball gets moved away. So throw in from Saputra to Wadi. Takes an age to beat his man, but he does. And then Maya looks offside again, and he does what he does best. And Maya smashes the ball into the net. Let's have another look at this. So Wadi gets the ball, kind of takes a couple of attempts. Maya's been played on by the guy on the far side, I think, and that is why he can just smash the ball into the net, and all of a sudden it's 5-0 before half time. And I think that is us in the final. We're going to start the second half. I'm going to actually bring Maya off, I think. I think there's no need to take the mickey, and no need really for him to be on the pitch any longer than he needs to be, especially at this stage of the season where we've got Champions League finals and whatnot coming up. So I'm going to make a couple of changes there. Keiki is only on the bench for today's game. He did pick up a knock, and also obviously the red card in the Champions League game, so can't use him for the final of that, but we'll see what happens with him probably in the next episode, because I think that he'll be back by then. But at this rate, I'm not too sure that he'll walk straight back into the team. But interesting thing with Keiki that I didn't realise, oh, what a goal that is. Irfan Jaya makes it 5-1 as he gives Bali United a flicker of hope, but I think that's all it is. But yeah, with Keiki, one thing I didn't realise was that he'd been at the club now for so long that he actually became eligible to play for Indonesia and was called up and has decided to declare himself for Indonesia. So he's now no longer just Brazilian. He actually represents Indonesia, which is pretty cool. 6-1 in the background there as I'm waffling away. Eka with the ball over the top. Amri involved again, but it does fall out to Sritam. Beats his man, gets into the box, hits it left-footed, low and hard into the far corner to make it 6-1. So this is a pretty impressive performance. And yeah, still talking about Keiki, although Wadi has made it 7. So 7-1 with a free kick from Wadi, bends the ball round the wall. That's a great finish, actually. Just leans it on the man on the end of the wall, bends it around him, goes in at the near post. That's a great finish. But yeah, in terms of Keiki, I hadn't actually realised he'd been called up for the national team until this round of games. And then it says that he's played 5 times. I hadn't actually realised that, if I'm honest. So that was news to me. There's another goal. 7-2. What a game this is. So, poor ball forwards, really. And we're on the attack again, and that's 8-2. So, it's gone mad. 10 goals in one game. Sritam cuts in off the wing, waits for the run, drops the ball into Muslim's path, and he smashes it into the top corner. Again, just a reminder to everybody that he's still there. And even though Maya's got a hat-trick in this game already, Muslim is on the score sheet. And what's pretty strange is that if we didn't have Maya, who is just a freak in front of goal with, I think, was that 47 goals now for the season, then Muslim's 20-odd contribution would actually be deemed a brilliant contribution. But because of the player he plays alongside, and Sritam has just walked past everybody, it's made it 9. It's 9-2. What a crazy game this is. He picks the ball up in the middle, he runs, he has no other thing on his mind other than to get past everybody. Goalkeeper doesn't really do anything, and he's already passed him, passed the ball into the net, and it's 9-2. And what a mad game this is, as there's another attack building here, I think, as Bali United are trying to create something. The tackle that coming from Huda, and it's 9-3. So another game where our attacking players been fantastic. Our defending on another day probably would have got us into trouble, but the fact we scored 9 goals, not very often that a team scores 3 and is on the losing end, which is a little bit strange considering we have actually scored 9 goals. And Amory's offside there. 2 minutes is up. So full time in an absolutely crazy game. 12-goal thriller, 9-3, goals everywhere, and just amazing. I don't think I've seen. I was gonna say I've never seen games like this, but I probably have, but not many of them end like this. But it's one step into the final, and I don't think we're going to blow a 9-3 lead in the home leg of this competition. So I'm safely going to push forwards into the next episode, move into probably a league game, maybe the second leg of this tie, depending on what happens going forwards. But I will be back very soon. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button to help the channel out. But for this one, that's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching.